How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. This video about buying cryptocurrency to hedge against the dollar and inflation. So I feel like I got a good perspective on this. This here is a Mexican 50 peso, and this is worth on any given day $2 to $3. Now, it doesn't fluctuate too much from that situation. It's maybe worth a little less to some people and a little bit more depending on where you negotiate it at. For example, if I gave a Mexican fella, I owed him $2 for some marijuana, and I go propose to him, hey, I'll give you this 50 peso, which is worth maybe $3. And if he's never going to Mexico, that may not be worth much to him, even though that it's a fairly good deal. So let's transition that over to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's at what, 34, 35,000, somewhere in there, kind of fluctuating. And I tell you, hey, John, buy this Bitcoin, man, it's $35,000. You may go, I heard of that Bitcoin. It was worth a couple grand just years ago, but it may be right now a pretty good investment. But say 4 months down the road, Bitcoin actually hits $100,000, and I say, hey, come over here, man. Do you remember I told you about that Bitcoin? Well, you should get in now. It's worth $100,000. You would have made all this money. And so somebody's going to look at that and go, well, I'm not in at $100,000 because it certainly feels like, and the roller coaster Bitcoin's actually been on, besides the high point that it's riding right now, I think its last high point was about $27,000, and then eventually rolled back to about $4,500 before it again started to recover, to the $9,000, $11,000 range. So my point kind of being, these different currencies, and that's what really Bitcoin is, and, Dogecoin, stuff like that. They have a lot of speculative value and opportunity to make short-term monies, and maybe even long-term monies, of course. I don't believe Bitcoin is done, especially with the wild roller coaster that the dollar is on, and all the pressure that's being put on the dollar from these cryptocurrencies. And I think some arguments and actually recent conversations I heard of, states like Texas or Florida or different, even different states, having maybe some, cryptocurrency to maybe guard against inflation to some degree. But I've held all types of currency, and of course it's worth, is where you're negotiating at. Of course, a currency like this is going to be worth much more in Mexico than it is in America. So, the Bitcoin opportunities are interesting. But still, if it gets to 100,000, and one of the great quotes by a friend of mine, Spencer, you can go to the moon, but once you go to the moon, you have to get back. So that being said, that you need somebody to accept that Bitcoin for $100,000. You got to be like, I'm going to give you one Bitcoin, and you are going to give me $100,000. You need somebody to complete that exchange. I wonder if that will be enough available. It's the very same thing as the NFT craze, right? People paying all these monies for NFTs. They somehow feel like this is worth, money that they're going to exchange the couple $1 million that the NFTs are sold for. If you don't have a buyer, what's that worth? I mean, what is the NFT worth? You know what I'm saying? So I believe that Bitcoin runs into that roadblock. Of course, the better it's going to compete with being more readily available. Myself, I don't have a lot of Bitcoin. Most of all the cryptocurrency that I've received have been just received in payments. I have bought a little Dogecoin and some XRP and different stuff like this because I do dabble in it, but I don't know that it's a solid bet to hedge against the dollar. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful, it may be Saturday afternoon.